Well, good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ken, and you're watching Ken's Cuts. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. It's the morning after. Got to sleep in a little bit and taking advantage of this brisk but sunny weather. We've had a wet week, and I'm actually trying to get out of the sun here. We've had a wet week, and I had a mother load of mulberry delivered over the last week and a half or so. I had two different drops, and one of my subscribers, who's also a customer of mine, commented on my YouTube short earlier this week, and he said, "Hey, I need some of that mulberry. I'm intrigued. I want to try it." So I messaged him and I said, "It's not going to be ready till the spring, but fortunately for you, I've got a couple bundles worth ready to go from about a year or a year and a half ago, barkless mulberry that's ready to go." And he said, "That's awesome. I'll take 2 or 3 bundles." Well, I was hard pressed to make 2 decent bundles out of what I had left. It's been under a tarp, it's tinderbox dry, it's going to burn pretty hot. So I warned him and I explained to him that the smoke profile is very similar to apple. And he said he was intrigued. He's been looking online for different ideas to use the mulberry. And Jerry's got an entire pavilion of smokers, from drum smokers to easy bake smokers to offset smokers. And he uses the whole gamut of chunks, splits, lump charcoal, etc. So he said, "Hey, I'd like to come by Friday mid-morning. I'm working a half a day." He lives an hour from here, but he only works 20 minutes away. So he was here a little bit ago. I'm going to share a picture here of the bundles that he picked up. And while he was here, it was his third visit to the woodyard, but my first encounter with him, because the other 2 pickups were both porch pickups. He was a referral from another customer of mine, Tommy Scarano. Thank you, Tommy, for the referral. Anyway, when Jerry was here, I gave him a quick dime tour of the woodyard, and we wheeled out the bundles to his truck, and he said, "Hey, I really love that pecan that you have. If you ever have any chunks, keep me in mind." And ironically, I have some chunks made up in crates. So we popped back out to the woodyard. I showed him what I had, and he was beyond thrilled. So he came for 2 bundles, left with those, as well as 2 crates of pecan chunks. And needless to say, he was happy. So he just left here a little bit ago. And the other big exciting news is, I mentioned a couple weeks ago we hit the 500 sub mark, and I put a video out talking about making that milestone. And we're going to set up inside and do the drawing so we can list those 3 winners here on this video. So stick around. I'm going to go set up inside, and we'll get right back to you, and we'll do the drawing live, and we'll record who the 3 winners are. So best of luck to everybody. There were quite a few commenters. I'm probably going to have about 30 or so people in the drawing. So best of luck to all of you, and I'll get right back to you, so stick around. All right, guys, the time has finally come. I promised I would do this drawing on the Friday after Thanksgiving. I shot an earlier segment and time got away from me. We were decorating outside. It's now 5:45 and it's dark. But I just went back through the comments. I've turned off the commenting for the milestone video, and there were 25 people that were interested in the drawing and commented with the correct phrase. Others commented and said that they would allow others to win, so thank you for that. Other fellow YouTubers chose not to be part of the drawing, but they left wonderful comments. Anyway, so there's 25 names in the infamous Eastonmade hat that I talked about, and that's going to be the 2nd place prize. And the 3rd place prize is a dozen fire starters, as we talked about on the milestone video. And then first prize, the grand prize, will be one of my Ken's Cuts t-shirts. So I'm going to draw in numerical order. And there's, like I said, there's 25 names in here. I won't look. I've put all the names in here and I've been shaking it as I talk. So let's get started. And before I do this, I want to give a shout out to Russ up at Willey's Firewood. I had unveiled his t-shirts. I was repping you today, Russ, and just wanted to say thank you again for exchanging shirts. If you haven't checked out Russ and Kevin up at Willey's Firewood, please check them out. I'll leave a link to their YouTube channel in the description below. But just wanted to give those guys a quick shout out. And the last I heard, they were destined to have 4 to 8 inches of snow, so I haven't checked back to see how they fared, but Mother Nature's finally deciding that winter is here. We were in the 40s here today in New Jersey, so I know New Hampshire and Maine, they're getting snow. So it's that time of the year. Anyway, so let me get these going and we're going to draw. And the first name that I draw is going to be for third place for the fire starters. And let's see, I got to make sure I only have one. They're sticking together. Alrighty, third place. Ken and Danny, York Firewood. So I'll be sending you guys a dozen fire starters if you're interested. You can drop me an email. I'll put my contact information in the show notes. I know they do their own fire starters. So Ken and Danny, if you're interested in the fire starters, you are the third place winner. I'll actually write that on here so I remember. If you're not interested, that's fine. You can always shoot me a text. But congratulations, guys. That's third place. All right, second place is going to be for the Eastonmade hat. And we'll go on to number 1. Second place, James Ward. You're the second place winner, so you've just won yourself an Eastonmade hat. Send me an email. I'm going to put my email link in the show notes. Send me an email with your mailing address, and I'll get this off to you right away. Thanks, James. All right, first place, grand prize for a Ken's Cuts t-shirt. Size to be determined. Currently, I have large, extra large, and 2X. So, if that's a size that fits you, awesome. If you need a different size, I can always have one made. That's what I had made for the first order for my screen print person that I used. Okay. First place prize. User Brent Smith 2384. Brent Smith, first place. You've just won yourself a Ken's Cuts t-shirt. Again, drop me an email. I'll put my email in the show notes and leave me your mailing address and the size for the t-shirt, Brent, and I'll get that off to you. Again, I have large, XL, and 2X. Congratulations, Brent. You're the first place winner. And again, as I said earlier, it's the Friday after Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody had a great holiday. Our lives were upside down since the end of October, so we just kind of took it easy and went to spend time with cousins and made the best of the day. And looking forward to the long weekend. December is here before we know it. So that's all I've got for this one, guys. Thanks again for everyone that entered. Congratulations to the winners. And please drop me an email and leave your mailing address, and I'll get the prizes out to you. Thanks again, guys. As always, please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I appreciate all the support. Thanks again. Have a great night.